This is Vivo's first foldable smartphone in India, the X Fold 3 Pro. And while foldable smartphones have been around for almost 5 years, they have not achieved mainstream success because of 3 reasons: reliability, poor battery life, and mediocre camera performance. Now, reliability is something that can only be assessed over time, but the X Fold 3 Pro aims to address the other 2 issues. For instance, it has a 5700 mAh battery, which is the biggest on a foldable phone in India. For reference, it surpasses the OnePlus Open by approximately 18% and the Galaxy Z Fold 5 by a massive 30%. That's not all. Charging speeds are crazy by foldable standards as well, because this phone supports 100-watt wired charging and 50-watt wireless charging. Plus, a 120-watt charging brick is a part of the retail package. Since this phone is a part of Vivo's X series, it is normal to have high expectations from its cameras. The rear camera system on this phone includes 3 sensors: a 50-megapixel main, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 64-megapixel periscope with 3x optical zoom. All 3 lenses benefit from ZEISS optics and the company's signature T-star coating. Additionally, the phone has 2 32-megapixel selfie cameras, one on the outside and the second on the inside. In my brief usage, I noted excellent dynamic range and even colors across all sensors. The low light performance was also very impressive. As with all Vivo ZEISS cameras, the special ZEISS tuned portrait effects added a unique touch to portrait photos, providing pretty artistic results. But the selfie cameras only delivered average quality photos. However, more thorough testing is required to see if this is the best camera system on a foldable smartphone, so stay tuned for the full review. Design-wise, the Vivo X Fold 3 Pro is the slimmest foldable phone available in India, measuring just 5.2mm when unfolded and 11.2mm when folded. That is pretty impressive when you consider the battery capacity of 5700 mAh, which I mentioned before. When unfolded, the weight is also surprisingly well distributed, despite the right side having the large camera island. Overall, the phone is also quite lightweight for a foldable at just 236 grams. Aesthetically, it looks pretty cool thanks to its boxy corners. The circular camera island with ZEISS branding also adds a stylish touch to the phone's back. Now, I must clarify that this review unit did not have a bundled case, but Vivo has clarified that the actual retail box will have one. Taking care of the folding operations on the X Fold 3 Pro is a carbon fiber hinge. Vivo claims it can withstand more than 100 folds every day for 12 years. The hinge is also decently versatile and allows for multiple viewing angles. The phone also features the largest foldable display on a phone in India. It is an 8.03-inch LTPO AMOLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate and an impressive peak brightness of 4500 nits. The bezels around the display are pretty slim, but the crease is quite visible. The cover display is equally noteworthy. It is a 6.53-inch panel with similar specifications, including an eye-popping 4500 nit peak brightness. Another advantage is its 21:9 aspect ratio. The wider display makes it much more comfortable to use than the narrower outer screen of the Galaxy Fold 5. In fact, the X Fold 3 Pro feels practically like a regular phone in your hand. By the way, the X Fold 3 Pro has 2 ultrasonic fingerprint scanners, one on the outside and the second one on the inside. It sounds like an overkill, but it is actually quite a practical approach, as you are not limited to unlocking the phone in just one orientation. Plus, both the fingerprint scanners are super quick at unlocking the device. On the software front, the X Fold 3 Pro runs on FunTouchOS 14. It is free of bloatware and spammy notifications, and it is probably the only Vivo smartphone in India with a software this clean. I am glad that Vivo has finally realized that people don't like bloatware on expensive smartphones. FunTouchOS, as always, is fast and well optimized. Plus, thanks to its large inner display, the phone supports multitasking with up to 3 apps simultaneously. So, productivity nerds will be quite happy with this thing. By the way, horsepower on this phone is provided by a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset, which obviously ensures flagship-grade performance. Look, the X Fold 3 Pro is certainly not a cheap device, but it is a promising step towards making foldable phones more practical. By addressing key issues like battery life and camera quality, Vivo has created a foldable phone that is not just about the cool factor, but also about everyday usability.